Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, good morning, and welcome to the show. Hi everybody, Tug here, and today we're going to be playing through a game called The Council. The Council is a narrative adventure where choices and character growth are central to the plot and the mechanics. Some really fun, different interactions and conversational mechanics that they bring into this game that are super neat, and I really hope that they find their way into other games after this. So this is going to be the first time that I do a Let's Play style game on YouTube, so I hope you enjoy it, and I hope that you enjoy the really interesting, intrigue-filled, manipulation-filled story of The Council. Paris, France, December 10th, 1792.
Stop! You're not getting anywhere with this, Von Borchert.
You know, I kind of get the same feeling, my dear Sarah. Listen. Nothing. Not a sound. No one's coming to save you.
That's what you think. The Golden Order knows exactly where we are.
The Golden Order?
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long gone. As for you, nothing will remain of your body.
If you touch a single hair on my mother's head, I'll skin you alive.
Oh?
You know, Louis, I have no intention of beating your dear mother. There are more persuasive ways of making you talk. You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back.
It's quite a way to jump into a game.
Where have you hidden it?
Von Borchert, you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. All right? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into.
Interesting voice acting for that guy.
But you will tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
Oh, that sounds like secret code.
Just a few more minutes and my concoction will be ready. With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours. You'll see.
Your bodies will dissolve?
In no time.
You know, I have to admit, Mother, the only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours. Always remain rational. And open. I got it. I've opened our shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
Von Borchert! Von Borchert!
Hmm?
Listen. Let's make a deal. I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Oh, what are you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
You want to play the hero. Pity you're not in any position to do so. For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
Let me do this. Trust me.
Act or trust her? Oh, we got a choice right out of the gate. Oh, that's a cool little... That's really fun. Alright, so we can choose to act or we can choose to trust her. Let's... No, I'm gonna act. Oh. That's gone poorly. Trait unlocked. Scarred. Oh.
For God's sake, Louis. I told you to let me do it.
Listen.
Let me see.
You know, I was in control of the situation, Mother.
Oh, tell that to your nose. It's because of this kind of reaction that I prefer to work alone.
You ought to learn to trust me, Mother. Can't you be happy for once? We finally cracked the Von Borchert case?
He was just a middleman. He would have been more useful alive. How many times must I tell you? You must never put your life on the line for me. You're much more important than you can ever imagine.
That's foreshadowing.
Right. Let's go now.
Not gonna search his office or toss the place or try to cover up the fact that you just shot and killed a guy? 1 month later, January 20th, 1793. Lord Mortimer's Island off the coast of England. Spooky. A game by Big Bad Wolf Studio. Have they done anything before? Very thematic. Oh, look at that stairway going up.
You just had to pick up Von Berchert's trail on your own, didn't you? You ditched me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer? And now he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island? Which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island.
Okay. Mother has gone missing on the island. Episode 1. The Mad Ones. Okay.
The least he could do is explain to me how he managed to lose you. In any case, it is time for you to stop all this, Mother. It no longer suits your age. Well, I'm sure I'll find you once again, slogging through the caves beneath the island, searching for some long-lost mystical object that you just can't live without. I'm already hating this trip, and all I've done is think about it.
What one may be able to imagine, it was not the host himself who
I'm kind of not a fan of his
Well
voice.
now, Duchess, we find ourselves both invited by Sir Holm.
Well, how very amusing. Perhaps we have some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Oh no, we have been friends since long ago. But as I'm doing some business with Sir Holm, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
Business with Lord Mortimer, or personal reasons? I have some business with Lord Mortimer. Might as well build ourselves up, right? Make ourselves seem important.
Lord Mortimer asked me to join him. We have some business to take care of.
Oh, how mysterious. You adapt quickly, my son. You get along here like a fish in water. Would you believe
I don't like
that
the
we
sound of
are
that.
all here hoping to solve our personal issues? You'll see.
Right. I doubt that you came here to look for your mother, Your Eminence.
Anyway, consider yourself fortunate, young man, because there are many who dream of simply one day setting foot on this island, and only a very few ever make it. Indeed, I imagine this must be your first time here.
He is fishing for information. Absolutely no. I don't want to give him any information if I can't. How about you, Duchess?
And you, Duchess? You seem to be quite accustomed to things here. Am I right?
I do not think that one can ever get accustomed to what Lord Mortimer prepares for his guests. But you are right.
He's
This
creepy
is not
looking.
the first time I've been on this wharf.
If you've come back again, I imagine you must find it to be of some interest.
Here, everything is possible if you make the right choices. It really is up to you whether you leave better off or not.
Please excuse me if
Foreshadowing.
you find me overly curious, young man. I did not mean to cause you any embarrassment.
I don't
Come,
like
Duchess.
that guy.
They're waiting for us.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
I'm coming, Duchess.
A cardinal? A duchess? I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious.
How did she know her
If I'd
name?
known, I would have gone for a better suit.
Are you all right?
What is happening? Great effect. Oh,
Mother? Oh shit, your hand!
what?
So,
Okay, it's done.
did you put it in a safe place?
Yes. I made sure no one was following me. Don't worry, Sarah, no one's going to find it.
What is happening?
Are you absolutely sure?
Are we having a
Yes,
vision?
I'm sure.
Right. Just one thing left to do.
No, Mother, no, don't!
What? Have you lost your mind?
There's no other way.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
That is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
No,
Look at her eye.
but I trusted you.
No, Sarah, don't! No!
Who is that?
No! You can run if you want to, Sarah, but you will pay.
His nose is bleeding.
Phew.
Louis, are you all right? What's going on? Here, take this.
I'm sorry.
Keep it. Are you better?
Are you
I'm
better?
fine. Don't worry.
Yeah, all better now, thanks. I dabbed my lip.
It's getting late. Why don't you go on ahead and I'll catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sure yes.
Fine.
Is there a past relationship between the two of them? That was odd.
I definitely have to find Mother quickly. Am I going crazy or what? This can't be real. The Duchess arrived with me. What's happening to me, for God's sake?
Emily Hillsborough.
Absolutely need to find you, Mother.
A letterbox. Oh, do we have to put... That's probably a collection for invitations, I would imagine. Now, is this a thing where we can find stuff to loot? Or examine? Or is it just walking around? Let's see. Oh,
Louis, during the trip, I had something I wanted to ask you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
Yes, Duchess?
I'm not sure if you remember, but we've met before. At that time,
Aha.
we were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
oh. Choose your class. The diplomat. The diplomat shines in society. A talented speaker, he avoids faux pas, and he can convince those with whom he is talking without offending them. Politics is his field of predilection. An occultist. The occultist is a master of deception. Convinced of the importance of knowledge, he has acquired extensive expertise in science and the arts. Using others to achieve his own ends does not bother him. And detective. The detective excels in investigation. He's trained to notice every detail in his surroundings, as well as in people he questions. A hands-on man, he does not shy away from the direct approach. Choosing a class defines your basic skills. The other skills will still be available, but unlocking them will be more expensive. Let's see. The direct approach is typically what I go for. Skills: questioning, vigilance, psychology, agility, and logic. Skills: manipulation, occultism, erudition, sciences, and subterfuges. Politics, etiquette, linguistics, conviction, and diversion. Interesting. I'm leaning initially towards the diplomat. Can we view skills? That's what that does. Okay. Choose your skills. Oh, so there's 3 branches. Okay. Diplomat unlocks conviction, linguistics, diversion, etiquette, and politics skills. You now have 7 effort points to use your skills. Your past granted you 1 skill point in conviction. Your past has granted you 1 skill point in manipulation. That's manipulation down here. Okay, so that sounds like it's probably based off of that opening sequence where we convinced him to come towards us. Conviction. Convince people with the sheer force of your will and your attitude. 3 points left before level 2. Reduces cost in effort points by 3. I have 3 available points. You have 7 effort points to use in your skills. Okay. Etiquette. Adopt the appropriate behavior for every social situation. Also used to formulate flattery or veiled insults. I like the sound of that. Politics. Express your grasp of the geopolitical situation, nation's interests, and diplomatic relations. Unlocks dialogue options and actions. That unlocks additional dialogue options. That's probably something I'll do. Diversion. Divert people's attention, change a subject, or avoid questions. We've already done that a little bit, and I'm probably going to put a point into that. Translate all kinds of documents and conversations in foreign languages. Okay. We have 3 points available. I'm thinking definitely diversion. And definitely linguistics, I think. So diversion allows us to divert people's attention, change a subject, or avoid questions. 3 points left before level 2, so we could get that to level 2 right away, but let's put a point into linguistics, which allows us to translate documents and conversations in foreign languages. I have a strong suspicion that's going to come into play. And express your grasp of the geopolitical situation, nation's interests and diplomatic relations, or etiquette. Reduces the cost in effort points by 3. Let's do etiquette. Flattery and veiled insults. Do that. Okay. Nope. I hit the wrong button. Oops. There we go. Okay. I'm using an Xbox controller, but it's prompting me for
I've devoted
PS4
myself
controller.
to the interests of France to the best of my abilities. A few years ago, I had a brush with some of your fellow countrymen.
Counter-revolutionaries, I'd imagine.
Exactly. They got away, thanks to a little diversion I came up with to keep the sans-culottes away. Believe me, they came close to adorning the walls of the catacombs of Paris.
So that young French diplomat was you? The mercy you showed the agents of the Queen roused the admiration of the court. Few would have let them leave France alive.
Duchess, I'm surprised that anyone still remembers.
Well, they say I have the memory of 2 people. But please, call me Emily.
Fine, Emily. Tell me,
Okay.
I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
Not at all, so lie to her. Not at all sorry. Yeah, we're gonna try to manipulate it.
How could I forget a woman such as yourself?
A woman such as me? What a sweet talker you are.
Oh
Remind
no.
me of how we met?
Skills. Your skills give you access to unique choices and actions at the cost of effort points. The higher your skill level, the lower cost is in effort points. Great. Great. So this is manipulation. I don't have manipulation unlocked. We can try to divert her. The most probable place would be Paris. Let's try diversion. Chat her up. It'll make her lose her train of thought.
Oh, Emily, I am marked for life. I'm sure you leave your mark on every man who crosses your path.
Pardon?
That extravagant uniqueness, with its rare blend of whimsical banality and cat-like curiosity. There's a veil of mystery around you that only adds to your charm and your curves. You would enchant any man.
Hold it, Louis. You've lost me there.
It's as though you have several women hidden inside you, Emily. I mustn't share my true feelings about you. If I ever dared, I...
No, dare not, Louis. Better that way. You
Does that
go
work?
and take a deep breath, and we'll forget all
works.
about it.
Hey, Emily, you've gone all red. Are you blushing?
Right, time to go to the manor.
Opportunities. Your skills allow you to discover hidden details. Select the object that is most suggestive of the situation in order to discover them. Opportunities do not consume effort points. To access the skill required for the situation, you just need to have it unlocked.
I ask her a question.
Opportunity
Answers with another.
succeeded.
Is she playing with me?
Personality. This is interesting. Each person you meet on the island has their own personality. I just realized I'm blocking some of the text, so let me move over to the other side of the screen. Okay. Each person you meet on the island has their own personality, which makes them vulnerable to certain skills and immune to others. Exploiting their personality is crucial to achieve your personal goals. Skills used against immunities will not succeed and leave you exhausted. Meanwhile, exploited vulnerabilities will give you 1 effort point back. Review immunities and vulnerabilities in the Journal tab of the menu. Immunity revealed, vulnerability revealed. Okay.
Emily, please excuse my insisting, but you still haven't answered
Discovered
about my mother.
immunity.
Do you know her?
You'll see, Louis. Everybody here knows Sarah de Richet.
So that's in the journal. Emily Hillsborough. Immune to logic. Emily Hillsborough is an English duchess, close to the English crown. Very discreet about her origins, Emily only came into the political scene after her wedding, that some qualified as a marriage of interest to an old English aristocrat on the decline. Libertarian, modern, but discreet, she has taken it upon herself to establish close ties with her peers. In a few years, she has become the favorite diplomat of the Queen, which is what probably prompted her Prime Minister, William Pitt, to take her as a private secretary, thus provoking much suspicion and jealousy. As a regular visitor, Emily accepted Sir Gregory Holmes' invitation to come to Lord Mortimer's island because, for nothing in the world, would she miss one of these famed receptions. Okay, so we know she is immune to logic. This is us. Louis de Richet, the only son of Sarah. Louis Maurice de Richet is a young Parisian aristocrat. Ever since he was a young child, Louis moved in his mother's circles, and so it was natural that on his 14th birthday he entered the Golden Order, the secret society headed by Sarah. Precocious, Louis progressed quickly at her side, despite the daily treatment his mother prescribed for his chronic migraines. He climbed the ladder until he was able to assist his mother in occult cases, for which he was particularly talented. As time went by, he became shaped in the image that his mother had held for him. Everything pointed to one day young Louis becoming the head of the Golden Order. Sarah de Richet. Sarah Faustine de Richet is a rich French aristocrat. 34 years ago, Sarah took over one of the most important secret societies, the Golden Order. A woman of strong will, Sarah endeavored to infiltrate the highest circles of society: politics, trade transactions, secrets of state, or paranormal spheres. The Order had an eye over everything. One of the biggest areas of growth that Sarah brought to the Order was the development of its branches in America, Europe, and Central Africa. Not to mention the expansion of her occult section, which she took care of personally. Since he was a boy, Sarah has been preparing her son Louis to become the new face of the Golden Order. Giuseppe Piaggi. His Eminence, the Cardinal Giuseppe Piaggi, is a legate of Pope Pius VI. A distinguished speaker, Giuseppe Piaggi worked throughout his career to serve the principles of the Roman Catholic Church. A man of science and amateur philosopher, he quickly caught the ear of the Pope, who discreetly named him Cardinal in Pector. He was thus able to use this relationship of trust to help Pius VI in his difficult mission of guiding the faithful. Invited by Sir Gregory Home, Piaggi is delighted to meet his old friend Mortimer in order to represent the interests of the Holy See. Interesting. We have an inventory. The Laws of Gallantry. A play that might first appear trivial, but is, in reality, an informed analysis of the codes of polite society. +1 skill point in diversion. Emily's handkerchief. A handkerchief given to you by Lady Hillsborough. The blood stain on it is yours. It bears her initials, E.H. Mortimer's invitation. Dear Monsieur de Richet, I am writing you to express my embarrassment regarding the situation in which I find myself. As you probably know, I had invited your mother, Sarah de Richet, to join me on my island several weeks ago. We had projects in common regarding your order. Her stay was going smoothly until yesterday, when your mother suddenly disappeared. I do not want to over-worry you, but I would like you to join me as soon as possible so we can shed some light on this mystery. Please accept, sir, the expression of my highest consideration. Yours sincerely, Lord William Mortimer, Marquis of Westfordshire. Interesting. We don't have any more characters. We have a map. These are our character traits and what we've unlocked. Level 1 Diplomat. Talents. Diplomatic Mastery. Time given for opportunities increased by 50%. Ooh. Reach level 3 in Diversion and level 2 in Etiquette and Conviction. Make that better. Okay. We're an ambassador. The disconcerted state is replaced by the focused state. Don't know what that means. Demagogue. Using a Devil's Thorn also gives you 1 effort point. Don't know what that means. Collector. Picking up collector coins gives you more experience retroactive. Lively. Using a Carmelite water also gives you an effort point. Archaeologist. 10% more experience at the end of a quest. These are all very telling of what's coming up. You no longer suffer the exhausted state when you encounter an immunity. Oh, assertive is good. Athlete increases your effort points pool by 1. Experienced, your effort points pool is increased by 1. Veteran, your efforts. Oh, we need to get to level 10. We haven't unlocked any of these yet. Okay. This is the stuff we need to do to unlock it. Jack of all trades. So you need 1 point in everything to get that. Bookworm, you can equip 1 extra manuscript. Those are. Swift, gain 1 skill point in vigilance. Make a dialogue choice 20 times before the end of the dialogue timer. Okay. Failed 10 confrontations. Oof. Tactless. That bodes well. Okay, so we'll need... That's stuff we will unlock eventually. Traits. Charismatic presence. You gain 1 skill point in manipulation. You've always been charismatic. Scarred. 1 skill point in conviction. You have decided to act against your mother's advice. Diplomat. You've chosen the diplomat class. Okay.
I don't know where we're going like this, Emily, but you're connected to my mother
Those must
one
be my
way or
effort
another.
points over there.
And if I can believe my vision, you don't have much of a place in her heart.
Talents. You obtain talents when carrying out certain actions. Remember to review their unlock conditions and effects, as they offer very interesting improvements. We just looked at this. Okay. Our quest right now is to go up to the manor, which would be up the stairs. What's this way? Oh.
Good evening, sir. May I ask your name, please?
Louis Moras de Richer.
Monsieur de Richer. Delighted to welcome you among us, sir. You must be Sarah de Richer's son. I must tell you we are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly
Creepy
as
mask.
possible.
I'm not talking to the help. I'm looking for Lord Mortimer.
I have an appointment with Lord Mortimer. Would you be so kind as to lead me to him?
Unfortunately, sir, I cannot. I don't know exactly where my master is. But rest assured, sir, everyone is waiting for you at the manor. Sir Holm insists on welcoming you in person. Since your mother went missing, everyone has been concerned about finding her.
Who is Sir Holm?
A close friend of Lord Mortimer's. Please, rest assured, sir, it won't take us long to find your revered mother. Indeed, we are searching the quays again because lights were seen at the wharf just last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification,
Lights were seen in the
none
middle
of
of
the
the night.
guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
Sneaking around in the dark? I can't ask that one. Are there any witnesses?
Did anyone see anything else?
Unfortunately not, sir. Only lights were seen by servants of the manor, sir. And as I was saying, sir, all the guests were asleep, and no one seems to have noticed anything at all. We
Sir?
seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother.
Sir?
A handkerchief.
Sir?
The handkerchief is embroidered with the initials SDR. We came to the conclusion that they are the initials of Sir's mother. Sarah
You're
de
just
Richer.
keeping that?
I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing. I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here. Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
Conviction level 1. You'll give me back the handkerchief.
That handkerchief belongs to me. Please hand it over now.
But, sir,
I'll speak
Exploited
directly to your
vulnerability.
master
Servant.
about it. It will be a very long conversation.
Discovered vulnerability.
Of course, sir. Please, take it.
Okay.
On
The
that
servants
note,
are vulnerable
I must
to
leave,
conviction.
sir. There is still much to prepare in order to welcome all the guests.
Interesting.
It is indeed your handkerchief, Mother. You must have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is.
Okay, that's a cool
What
mechanic.
could she have been doing out here on this wharf?
Servants. All Mortimer's servants wear a mask. It is a recurring subject of conversation among the guests. No one knows the true reason. Vulnerable to conviction. We don't know what they're immune to yet. I bet... Okay, early thought, it's because Lord Mortimer will travel among their guests as a servant. That's my guess right now, right off the top. Inventory. Mother's handkerchief. My mother's handkerchief that was given to me by the servant on the pier. It carries her initials, SDR. Can we look around the pier now? Is there anything else going on? Oh, oh. What was that? Collector coins. Keep hitting normal. Collector's coins. Lost coins in Lord Mortimer's manor. Is that just a random collectible, I'm assuming? Oh, now we can interact with this.
Let's see what's hidden inside.
Find a clue, examine the letters one at a time. That requires logic. Difficulty 3. Wow. Examine the letters one at a time. The envelope with ideograms on it.
A letter written in an Oriental language.
I know that language.
This letter's in Japanese. It's addressed to a certain Kei Shotaro in Tokyo.
Taro. Mr. R. Gilbrath?
Address is 50 Bedford Square, London.
I have a feeling I'm going to need a notebook for this game. Mr. Carl Corey.
It's too badly written, I can't make out the address.
Joaquina?
The address is in Sao Paulo, Brazil. That reminds me, it's about time the order sent some envoys there.
It's a good thought. Examine the other letters. Is evidence Giovanni Angelico Bracci?
This envelope is meant for the Vatican.
I don't know this name. Doesn't ring a bell.
Name sounds familiar. Bracci.
Something to do with the occult.
No.
Oh, no.
Can't seem to place it.
P.V. Hoven.
Probably a Dutchman.
Thanks. Ooh, etiquette.
Hôtel de Cluny, Rue de Mathurin, Paris. I guarantee this letter is for my mother. The address is a hideout for the Golden Order.
Ooh.
If you write anyone over there, you have to watch out in case someone's reading your mail. But who is this Samuel Ritter Dauchois? Let's see what's inside this letter. So,
Dear Samuel, my stay on Lord Mortimer's island is going wonderfully well. As I find myself in such charming company, I plan to stay a few more weeks. Would you be so kind as to send me a gift that I'd like to give to our old friend Manuel Godoy? I would be most grateful.
Manuel Godoy.
I have been told that he is going to join us here soon. I would like to mark the occasion. Thank you in advance. Yours devotedly, Sarah Faustine de Richer.
what is your game here, Mother? Secrets.
Interesting.
Always more secrets. You never talk to anyone using language like this. Something's going on here.
That was definitely
This is
coded
Samuel
of
Ritter.
some sort.
And for crying out loud, who's this Manuel Godoy that you keep bringing up?
Keep
Think.
bringing up.
Godoy. Manuel Godoy. Why does that name sound so familiar?
Ah, I remember now. Politics.
Ah, it's coming back to me. Godoy is the head of the Spanish government. He was appointed by King Charles IV, if I'm not mistaken. Rumor has it that he's very close to the Queen. Too close. Much too close. But hey, that's none of my business. He has a
Is it?
reputation of being upright and proud, very attached to the aristocracy, and close to Louis XVI. Well, hope we
Discovered
get to
an
talk about it
immunity.
soon, Mother. I don't know what you've gotten yourself into this time, but I'll bet you've got a lot to tell me.
Oh boy. Look for more clues or go to the manor. Okay, so we've used 3 effort points. However, we discovered that Manuel Godoy, who we haven't met yet, is immune to etiquette. Good to know. Very good to know. Okay, so let's... We haven't read all the letters yet, right? That wasn't the last
Let's see
one.
what's hidden inside. Let's look.
Let's look. We looked at all of those. Labath? I think that's the
Cairo,
one.
Egypt.
Cairo,
Mortimer
Egypt.
communicates with the whole world, apparently.
Interesting. Okay, we looked at that one, we looked at that one. We looked at all the first letters. Okay. So we found a letter sent by our mother. And learned an invulnerability. That's cool. Really interesting social deduction mechanics so far. I mean, haven't really dug into it.
Nothing special.
A lantern, nothing special. Why can I interact with it then? Haven't really gotten into the social deduction aspects of it. But so far, it seems like it's going to be a very interesting system. Royal Jelly. Royal Jelly restores 2 effort points. You cannot carry more than 5. All right.
Honey, the remedy of the gods.
Nice.
A sack of seeds. It's unopened. No one seems to have used any.
A sack of seeds, unopened. Oh,
Must be an incredible view from up there. Impossible to set foot on the island without being seen from 300 meters away.
accurate. Is that a metal bar?
Looks like a bar from an old gate. This miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently. The edges are still clean, and the tip is blackened. Without analysis to the contrary, I put my money on cannon powder.
Cannon powder? I'm gonna take
This
the bar.
might just come in handy.
If old point-and-click adventure games have taught me anything, it's always pick up everything possible, but you'll never know when you need it. Okay, you can't jump in the water. Good to know. Ooh. More royal jelly.
This chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough.
Ooh. We can't go through it. Excuse me, Duchess. I'm just gonna go through your things. What's down this way? Oh. There's a metal gate, and it looks like it's missing a bar. Open the gate.
It's locked. I'll never get it open barehanded.
Use an iron bar.
Clearly, I'm not much for manual labor. Let's see if I can get it open another way.
Okay, we don't have the ability to force it. We don't have level 2 agility. We don't have level 3 subterfuge. Step back. That bar was totally taken right out of there. Interesting that he's not going to comment on that obvious fact. Also, we could just hop onto that rock and then step over there. No? No? Alright. We'll have to come back once we level stuff up. Keep that in mind. Once we get to level 2 agility. What does that take, actually? Athlete. That one? Swift. Assertive. Dodger? Interesting. Is it one of these, or is it seductive? Swift. Or is it this? Oh, agility's over there. Oh, I don't think we're gonna get agility unlocked. Subterfuge. That's something we might end up working towards. It's gonna cost a lot more, right? Okay. We'll keep that in mind. A broken...
Latin inscription. Annesis, mi fili, quantilia produncia mundus ergatur.
Latin. Easy to translate.
You don't know, my son, how little wisdom the world is governed with. I tend to agree.
Oh. Discovered immunity. Lord Mortimer conviction. Alright. It's time to go to the manor. That's quite a house.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
Cue dramatic music. Those are some serious doors. Are you defending against a siege? Is that a statue of Zeus?
Impressive.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
What can I do for
Where are
you,
you now?
Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Riche, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed
what's
to
that
hand
on
her
his
a very
palm?
important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here.
Persuade Piaggi to entrust
I
the
ought to
letter
take
to
the
you.
envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always do it to
Confrontations
me.
start. Confrontations. During a confrontation, you have to go through several steps while being as persuasive as possible. Confrontations have consequences on the rest of the story, so don't hesitate to use your skills. Each confrontation displays an interface showing you how much the person you are talking to is convinced. Oh boy.
Thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Never mind. Give me your letter. That's not going to go over well with him. She's been here for several weeks
Certainly,
now.
Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow then.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
If only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your
Still
mother
hesitant.
wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is very commendable. But since we work together on a daily basis, it's surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
Oh boy. Art collector. We're members of the Golden Order. Professional secret, sorry. Our business is confidential. Can we look at... We can. Journal. Do we know anything about him? We don't. We don't know his weaknesses or his immunities. Boy, these character screens are sensational, huh? Etiquette. He seems big on etiquette. Maybe? Art collectors.
Mother passed her passion for art to me. Ancient art. Very ancient.
I didn't know your mother was an art lover.
Mainly pre-Christian objects, which are believed to have unique properties.
Well, how interesting.
That's not gonna
Now
work.
that you mention it, I can indeed imagine Sarah getting interested in
Oh,
that.
it did.
All the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, If it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me, and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has
tattoo in his
always been
hand.
successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
Yeah, here's the big one. You can count on me. I'll give it to her if I find her. You can count on me. We can't do any of these.
Don't worry, Your Eminence. Your secret is safe with me. You know my mother's reputation. As her son, I will defend the de Richet's word with the same fervor.
I would expect nothing less.
Oh, it worked!
Listen to me, my
Wow.
child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no
Step
one other
4.
than your mother will read it?
Confrontation last step. For the last step of a confrontation, you must convince the person you are talking to by giving a positive answer. If you give a bad answer, the step will repeat itself until either you give a right one or have no blunders left. The last step of a confrontation will repeat itself if you fail. Okay. I promise.
Your Eminence, if there's one thing you can count on, it's the value of a promise made by
Out
a
of
de Richet.
breath. Oh, I used all my
Respecting our
points.
commitments has always been the pillar of our family, and nothing nor nobody will prevent that from happening. Since you know my mother, you should know that a de Richet always keeps their word. You can be sure of that.
Thank you, my son. It is most reassuring.
You're welcome, especially
First
since
try.
I promised you nothing, my friend.
Listen, let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret, monsieur.
Unlock trait reliable.
Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast.
Oh.
Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders.
Oh.
Even if she
My.
does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
Interesting.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
Definitely looking at that envelope. Hidden elements. Many clues and items are hidden. Some of them will have an impact on your adventure, so do not hesitate to look for them. Okay. We just got some stuff. Open it in my room. I got a... Did we learn anything about him? We didn't. We unlocked something. Out of breath. You gain one point in agility. Decrease your effort points to 0 during a quest. Oh. So we got a point of agility then. Reliable. You obtained Piaghi's letter. Gain 1 point in manipulation. Sweet. We have 2 points in manipulation now, but we don't have the skill. Interesting. Okay, that's cool. Very interesting. That's okay. That is a really fun system. That's a really fun character interaction system. I'm pretty impressed with that. All right, let's move on.